Hello, hi everyone. It's so good to be here again. Hi everyone, you're welcome to another special edition of your favorite study abroad live session brought to you by the one and only Vantage Migration. You know us by now. Remember, we are your best advantage for everything study abroad. Okay, so today, as usual, we have a very fully packed program and session for you. Remember, the aim of this session every time is always to ensure that you can study abroad, irrespective of your circumstances or whatever be your challenges. We say you can study abroad, or every challenge you may face is surmountable. Okay, as long as you have life, then your dream is valid, and you all have life, and you continue to definitely have life. So those who are watching on the replay, I greet you all specially. Do well to drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be responding to them as we go. Also, if you are watching us on the replay, I greet you all. Please drop your questions in the comment section. We will reply. I'll respond to them in the comments. Okay, we'll be in the comments to respond to them. So anytime you find this video and you watch it and you copy comments, we will respond to you definitely. Knowledge migration is always available 24/7. Okay, to ensure that all your study abroad dreams are met and your questions are answered. Every question is important to us. So you know the drill already. Please drop your tell me your course of interest, your program of interest in the comment section. That will help me when you do ask a question, and to also help me in our comment sessions. Remember that one of the contents we bring here is fully funded programs, cheap programs, and then we'll talk about topical issues like this one that affect the study abroad and solutions on what we will never give you a problem without giving you a solution. That's why we have Vantage Migration, the best advantage. Okay, so before we go into the session proper, let's take advantage and
Vantage migration. Anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, we are your number one educational consultants. We are your number one educational consultants for your admission, for your scholarship. No matter the degree, we are ready for you all over the world for your PhD, for your PhD. For your masters, we are ready for you. Anywhere in the world, 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 anywhere in the world. Vantage migration. We are ready for you. Anywhere in the world. Vantage migration. We are your advantage.
yeah. We are definitely ready for you anywhere in the world. All right. So today, our topic for today is 5 common challenges that aspiring international students face and how to overcome them. Remember, there's always a solution, right? Exactly. So 5 common challenges that aspiring international students face and solutions on how to overcome them. So when you want to study abroad, there are some challenges you often meet. It's called a challenge because you can definitely solve them. Something becomes a problem when you cannot solve it. So some of you may by now in your study abroad journey have your whatever challenge you have has come to a problem. You still have a solution. Yes. Though you might have embroidered yourself into different things, but you still have a solution. Now, what are examples of problems? Maybe you try to study abroad, you use the fake agent, or the agent did one or two things. Like we know that for some countries like Canada, some students, we even saw it in the news, some Nigerian international students are facing deportation. Why? Because they had a fake admission. They submitted a fake admission letter. Funny thing that this lady has even graduated. So how did they not find out till now? That's a problem. It's fixable. Okay. So others to maybe you've gotten a fake admission, you spent a lot of money only for your agent to give you something, or you used an agent, a fake agent. I call them fake, not because they are original, but a good agent will be able to give you what you do, right? They'll be able to give you the right result. So when they don't, I just call them fake generally. Yes. Some of them actually go out to be fraudulent, while some maybe make mistakes because they're not very good at their job and whatnot. Yes. So, however, if you have encountered such challenges like this, then or you went to an educational consultants and they did not deliver on what they said, or they turned out not to be. In fact, you're the one schooling them, like the story of Dr. Linda, who had to even school her own educational consultant or agent, like I call that. Eventually she had to do her own thing herself because they were not giving delivering. She was even teaching the person his job. If you want to know more about the Dr. Linda story, she said it in the webinar. Just log on to our website at www.vantagemigration.ca. So if you encounter this kind of problems, they're very solvable. But if you've not, you are just you're fresh off the bat, you want to study abroad, then this session is for you. If you're also studying abroad journey has run into a problem that is around your neck, we are also there for you to untie you from that issue you're going to. Maybe you're secured admission, you need scholarship, or or if you've gotten admission, you just need your visa, you don't know how to do it, or you tried and you secured a visa denial, you don't know what to do. Those are definitely problems, and we can also solve them. This session is also for you. And then, of course, you can also get meet the consultants in house in order to really fashion out the solution to your problem. All right. So before let's just without much ado, let's go into this session already. One of the major challenges study abroad students often face, or not study abroad, it's international students, aspiring international students often face is the navigating the admission process. That's the first step. I know that generally you can even have secured be trying to secure admission when you've not gotten your international passport. So the very first step in study abroad is navigating the admission process. This area can be cumbersome. It can be scary when you're just thinking about it. How do you speak to foreigners, professors, convince them? Remember, you just finished university. Either you finished a while ago. It's even when you finished a while ago that you might even be scared more. Like, hey, it's been a while. What should I do? You're so fresh off the bat. There's still challenges you face. Like, hey, I don't have enough work experience. Then some people will tell you, they say to do an MBA, I need a what's it called, work experience, and I don't have. I'm just an NIC graduate. Nika, what are those issues that you might be facing? The challenge, yes. So there could be challenges like that. Some programs require you to have GMAT. Some finance programs in some schools they require you to have GMAT or GRE and whatnot. So when faced with those challenges, it will scare you, or you have these language issues. Yes, you may be from a English speaking country or even a non English speaking country, and you're required to provide IELTS. How do you waive it? What do? You don't have money because you're trying to apply. Those things require money, and the exchange rate being what it is right now, you have to pay for those exams in dollars. At the same time, you also maybe some schools might have application fee, even though they will give you this what's it called, a scholarship, but they might have application fee. So when you're faced with this challenge, you don't know what to do, there are solutions to solve them. One of the first part is that there's something we always post. Those who are avid followers of this page must have seen by now that we always say you can study abroad without GRE, without GMAT, without writing all those specialized what's it called, specialized programs. The easiest answer would be that okay, you can, if a program or a school requires you to provide a GMAT certificate or result or GRE or even an IELTS, that you should probably leave that school and search for another school. However, what if that program is the only program that school has, the kind of program you want, or the tuition of that school is very favorable to you, right? Or you want to live within the area that the school is located because of family relative or whatever extraneous reasons may come up. So what do you do? Do you just discard it and go? Our first advice would be like, hey, discard it and go. One second thought, do you know that you can still secure that admission even without providing that requirement? Definitely true. So there's a Vantage student currently who, if he has tried on his own in time past, I think in 2019 or 2020, he got a visa denial. He secured admission, I think, and then he got a visa denial. So he came to Vantage Migration this time around to learn how to do it very well. He joined us this year. He'll be traveling later for the fall session. So what happened? He now wanted to go for a finance program, and they asked him to provide a GMAT, GRE, and he did not have those, and he did not want to do that because of the expenses on him having to write those exams. So his mind was to discard it. In fact, he did discard the admission. He had taken our training when he got that challenge. I don't know, for whatever reason, he did not apply what we taught him on those kind of challenges when he faced those kind of challenges. So he applied for another program, one other program, but he had no love for the program. However, thank God he decided to speak with one of the facilitators in house, and the facilitator told him, why did you discard it? You can do this, and put him through, and also reminded him of all he have learned, and he applied. Do you know that he applied one? 1 week to the end of that program, finance program, and he got it. But he had already tried before, and the school told him they were not going to give him because he does not have that qualification. He should bring that qualification. So he decided to opt for another program within the same school that did not have that qualification. But after going back to his notes, speaking with a course facilitator in house, he went back and applied. In fact, he did not just apply, they transferred him from the other program to the finance program without having to provide a GMAT or GRE. This is a true life story, happened recently. So, why am I saying this? I'm basically saying that your challenge of, oh, they asked me to provide an IELTS, they asked me to provide a GRE, is no reason why you cannot study abroad. You don't have to pay that dime. You don't have to. Even if a program requires it, there are things you can submit, documents you can submit, ways you will talk that will make them accept you, irrespective of the fact that you do not meet the requirements. In the sense that, oh, they need a GRE, you don't have that. They need you to have your tests um, um, assessed, and you don't, your grade assessed, and you don't have that. It is not a reason why you should be denied admission, or you have to go and start scrambling to another school and then meet higher tuition, because there's no one tuition for all. There's some schools that are tuitions as high as 50 something thousand. There are some that's low as 10,000, 5,000. How do you find them? So it's not the best solution is you could discard them. Second solution, you can stay and fight. Yes. The third solution, how do you fight? That is where you need an educational consultant. I know that in my earlier speech, I made reference to educational consultants. They are real, but there are some that are not very good in their jobs. We Advantage Migration, our track record speaks for us. You can engage what's it called, educational consultants to guide you on what to do. Like this Vantage student I spoke about, he took our training but was going to forfeit the other program. After discussing it with one of the course facilitators, educational consultant, right, and then went back to his notes, he became emboldened and he got what he wanted 1 week into the program. The only problem he had was that because he forfeited that program at first, he left it and only applied 1 week later, he couldn't get scholarship. But as we speak, they have given him scholarship, but he also, based on our training and the guidance of his course facilitator, he applied for scholarship even when it is closed, and he's been considered for it. I think he's going to get his response within the next few days. But already, from what his graduate coordinator is saying, the response is going to be super favorable. But since he's applying for his visa, he has applied. He just had to raise the cash, and then of course, when they pay him, he uses it to offset his bill. So you see that these things work. Okay, so you have to write IELTS. You don't have to join. Get an educational consultant, preferable us. Know people with proven track record to ensure that you do all it takes to get that application, that admission, even without providing paying money, because GRE costs money, GMAT costs money. But if you feel like, hey, I have the money, please be our guest, then you can do that. But if you don't have the money, or even if you have the money, you would rather channel it to different things, because right now the whole world is facing a lot of heat, and you need to advance yourself. You stand better chance to advance yourself than anybody else. Not even yes. So you need that study abroad. The best in immigration right now, the best set of persons are those people who are going for study, who are studying abroad. Not as immigrants are looking for asylum. Nah, study abroad. You are like part of the cream de la cream of society. They place you high up there, and you matter a lot. So you can be that kind of person even without spending a lot of cash. All you need to do is get trained, seek the engage study abroad consultants, educational consultants like us, who are fast in the game. We have been in this thing year in, year out. Like this Vantage student I told you right now, it's a true story, and right now he's on to resuming in the fall very soon. Yes, but he's not with scholarship just now. Why? Because he even applied late. Remember, he did it 1 week, and I've always said this on this session that if you want to secure scholarship, you need to apply early, because scholarship often lapse way before the end date. But you see, the good thing is that we still use the tools we have on ground. Remember, we are best advantage. There is nothing impossible when it comes to study abroad that you cannot achieve. In that aspect, yes, we know we have a god of impossibilities, but in study abroad, every impossible barrier is possible to be broken. We Vantage Migration, you have gone into the nook and crannies and have figured out the solution to everything you may need. So yeah, you want to secure admission, you have a lot of tests to write, you don't have to. There are solutions and ways you can waive that. Okay. If you would love us to if this is one of your challenges, all I'll tell you is to send us an email at admissionadvantagemigration.ca, okay, so that we will discuss this and show you the solution in depth. Okay, this I have basically told you about the solution right now. You can apply it yourself, or you can just join us in house to do it for you. All right, so the second aspect is financial aid and scholarship. Securing financial aid and scholarship. This is one major challenge in study abroad. Some people may be facing financial aid and scholarship. And you know the funniest thing, with the way the exchange rate is going high in different countries, it is even more imperative. Yes, some countries like Nigeria and some other countries like that have been having very high exchange rate. I hear in Nigeria the exchange rate is over 1,600 Nigerian naira to $1, the $1 to 1,000. So you can see that that is a bit too high. So in this kind of circumstance, if you fall into the category of Nigerians or other African countries, Ghanaians, South Africans, or even Asian countries, any country wherever you want to study, where your home country, all right, we're not limited to Nigeria or Africans only. Okay, so if you fall into this category, then you know that the cost of tuition will be killing your bank right now, right? Because you have to also prove living expenses. But so what do you do? Scholarships. Most schools offer scholarships. They offer study aids. Yes, study aids are not quite scholarship. They are just maybe a little sum of money that you might get, but it's going a long way to helping you. Remember the last session we talked about the tuition was quite high, yes, but there was also special funding to offset the bill. So things like that can be what we call study aids. So these are one of the challenges of students accessing funds for their study. Now there are scholarships and there are scholarships. There are scholarships that have a very they might only just be picking only 5% and they will make you work your ass off to get it. You will stress and stress. You must be from a particular zone. Maybe they just want to give it to people who are from countries that are educationally challenged. So if your country does not fall under the educationally challenged ones, then that means that you don't matter. Meanwhile, you want to study, right? So some of these scholarships have problems like that. Or the scholarship body might require you to return to your home country because they want you to go and better the country. Remember, if you're from an educationally challenged country, the aim is for you to study The scholarship to teach you to find a Vantage migration is the kind of scholarship that will not require you to go back to your home country. We'll teach you all the other scholarships, but of course, we will show you. And the ones our students, of course, by the time you are taught this and shown the better one, I'm sure you always want to select that one. The ones that don't require you to go back to your home country. And how do you find them? Because there's a trick to find them. It's not readily available there. I bet you if every other person knows that this scholarship is readily available to all, people will flock to that kind of scholarship. So it is not an area that has been saturated yet. So we teach our students how to find scholarships that does not have stringent rules and does not require them to return back to their home country and can pick as many as possible. I'm sure you would love to find out. To find out more about this kind of scholarship, send me an email at admission@vantagemigration.ca. Okay, I think I was too fast there. Send me an email at admission@vantagemigration. Send me an email at admission@vantagemigration.ca. Okay, and I will respond to you in-house. Okay, all right. So the next head we're going to be looking at is acquiring the necessary visa and documentation. Yay, visa. This is one place that can me or my you. Yes, the visa is in study abroad. There are two people you have to convince. First of all, you have to convince the admission team to give the admission. Then you have to convince the gatekeeper, which is the visa officer, to secure your visa. It's not just study abroad. Anytime you want to travel to another country, especially these countries that are highly organized, you need to secure a visa, and convincing them can be a very strenuous affair if you don't know what to do. And that is why, since we focus on study abroad, we have studied all the ropes in demystifying that area, and that is why I'm bringing this to you today. Study abroad can be as easy as it can be if you know what to do correctly. You don't know how easy it has been for us to teach our students and they are able to secure visas on their own. Advantage migration, we teach you to do it yourself. By the time you take our course, you will apply for your visa by yourself. Yeah, we have Vantage agency and I'm Advantage migration that helps the students. We have Vantage agency and I'm Vantage migration that helps students to um, secure their visa and study and admission. But that is agency aspect. You have to have your money. But here in Vantage Migration, we don't do it for you. We'll teach you how to do it yourself and then guide you. So assuming when we say guide, we mean that when you have a challenge, you make mistakes, or in the aspect of applying the knowledge. Some people may not be able to apply as well. So we teach you how to apply the knowledge of what you've learned to your specific challenges. And of course, we know you will have challenges, you may have problems. So we are always there 24/7 in house to respond to you. That is why if you've heard me, you may hear me have said say a lot of times course facilitator. We have editors, those who will guide you in studying your documents and also guide you to ensure that all you've learned you put it into practice. Now, visa challenge is a very important problem that affected a lot of people. Some people might be trying to secure a visa for different aspects of immigration, but we were looking at study abroad right now and they always fail. Then for study abroad aspect, you might fail. You think you've done everything. So one lady came into Vantage Migration, she got a visa denial, and she was like, she was praying heaven and earth that I need to appeal this. This officer did rubbish. When I asked the lady, please send me your documents, the team asked her, send me your documents, send us your documents, let's see what went wrong. Just one glance, I saw where her problem lied from. But she could not believe that she made any mistake until we showed her or we tried to explain how the visa process works for her. So one challenge a lot of people face is the visa aspect, how to make their visa, secure their visa, and also secure scholarships. No, not even scholarship now, secure visa, because okay, by the time you're talking about your visa, you have left the admission aspect. You now need to enter into the country and you need permission to do that. Securing the visa may be very difficult for you if you don't know what to do, because it's required for countries like Canada, for instance. You're not going to have an interview. Even the US that have interview, they also have challenges. So in Vantage Migration, we teach students how to visa interviews for if you're going to the US or countries that require face-to-face interviews. Then for Canada, how to submit quality documents that will speak for you on your behalf, even when you're not there. Most people don't know how to major in the important things. They don't know the things that jump out or the things the visa officer is looking out for. That's why they make a lot of mistakes. They don't know how to prepare their documents. That's why we have legal officials in the house that will teach you and guide you on what to do every step of the way. So your visa is not a challenge. So if you have this challenge, you've gotten your visa denied before, I advise you, if you're in this category, don't even try to it on your own again. Please send it to us. Meet an educational consultant, of course. Remember, preferably us. I'm not speaking for others. I know myself very well. Send it to us. Send us an email at admission@vantagemigration.ca so that we will guide you and tell you where you went wrong and help you so that this time around your application will definitely be a success. If you've got a visa denial and you try to do it on your own again, I bet you that you might just be going downhill from there because I'm sure you did all your best in the first time. So what did you do wrong? Only an expert will show you where you went wrong. You will probably did it from your own angle. You're not that expert. You feel like it's not just filling forms and submitting documents. What can I not do? Okay, so an expert will put you through so that you will not make that same mistake again. So the best thing for you to do is secure assistance if you've gotten a visa denial. If you've not gotten a visa denial before, but you've gotten admission, okay, then just try avoid visa denial by all means. You make you spend more in the subsequent application. You have to prove more. Yes, so what you need to do is get help. The solution for visa challenges is get help. Get help. People who are in the immigration field, in the study abroad field, they know the nooks, they know the issues that are on ground. Do you know that thank God for us, a Vantage student wanted to apply. Remember that this year the visa requirements changed to from 10,000 Canadian dollars to 20,000 Canadian dollars. You will not believe that by February this year, some of our students did not know. Thank God when they sent us an email, oh hey, we want to apply now. I had to just I hope you know that the proof of funds have changed. Can you imagine that? Some people did not know that fact. Some people don't know. So that is only experts in the field that will be able to help you. And because we keep abreast of information, we know the laws, we've tried it time and time again. Remember, experience is best teacher, right? Exactly. So you can't go wrong there with getting experts. And then we have issues like dealing with language barriers. This can be an issue. Maybe you want to study your dream country, they speak French, like how the previous program, they speak French in our country, in the province, Quebec. Language barrier can be a challenge, but if you want to study primarily, you can get secure admission and your program can be taught in English. All you need to do is know how to search for those kind of programs and also um, apply for them. How do you find programs that they teach in English within some universities? Not all universities within a country. Let me say Finland. Not all universities in Finland have programs in English language. So how do you find those kind of programs? You can do your search manually. You can also get educational consultants like us to teach you what to do, to guide you on how to secure scholarship and how to secure programs, admissions into programs um, that are being taught in English, even though your dream country, their major, what's it, all I call it, their official language is not English language. Yes, it's possible. Not all universities in those kind of countries teach have programs in English language, but there are some that do. So you need to do is just have a filter. We have this study abroad software, Advantage Migration, where we're using filtering. We use it to we use the study abroad software. You can use study abroad software to filter the kind of programs you want, the schools you want, the country you want, the tuition, and so that will help you if you also are in this kind of aspect. Or you want to study in Finland, you want to study in Netherlands, they speak English, New Zealand, and they are all English, and they are all they speak in they don't teach their programs are not in English language. to language barrier. Where if you have this kind of challenge, there are so many things you can do. One, you can find schools within the country that teach English, but some of times most of those programs are even often very limited. You get, so yeah, that is also one challenge. They're often limited, but it is definitely doable. So you don't have to feel like because as I'm from English countries, only English I have to speak. There are great countries out there. Their official language is not English, but you can definitely school there. You don't need to be taught in the country's language. You can taught in English language, with language that you're proficient in. Okay. All right. So there is another challenge a lot of people face: emotional preparation, adjusting to expectations. Some people, before studying in some countries, they have high expectations. And when they get there, maybe the expectations are not met, or you know how that thing you've been waiting for finally comes, and then you'll be like, what was all the hoopla about? So how do you adjust your expectations? This could be a challenge for some. That's why some people have culture shock. Some people become disappointed. I've heard a story of someone that studied that secured admission, went abroad, only for her to return the following year, not because of any hardship or something, but just because she wasn't feeling it. It was not all she expected and more. And she went to some of these top countries. Oh. So sometimes one way you can help is if you speak to an advisor, educational advisor, a consultant, they will take all your aspirations, your hopes and dreams into consideration, and now tell you the kind of countries that will best suit your needs and that hopes and aspiration. Because some people build castles in the air, they are never grounded in realities. Okay, but then we take into consideration all the countries in the world. Which one best suits your dream that will give you that thing you're looking for? That is what an educational consultant will definitely do for you. So there are so many many problems you might face, not really major, but most of those problems will be based on these aspects we've spoken about, which is one, navigating the admission process. Secondly, issue on securing financial aids and scholarships, and then acquiring your visa and the documentations. Yes, most of them are under these heads. Dealing with language barrier, look at the kind of programs you want to study in, the kind of countries. Okay, even if I find a country that they teach in English, how do I manage with the people? All those things are solvable. A lot of people have gone to study in countries that they don't speak English or French, depends on the country you're interested in, and they did so well. How did they do that? We collected all those informations and we have them in house here at Vantage Migration. So it would be best for you to have in all these challenges and issues. One thing that stands as a fact that you need a study abroad consultant to guide you, to teach you what to do, guide every step of the way. They also have people that have gone on to study in that field that you can use from their experiences to better shape your own life. Okay, you need admission. One of the major issue is admission and scholarship, because when you get scholarship, it solves a lot of your problem, like your visa, proof of funds for your visa. In fact, you know that scholarship also helps you to secure your visa. When you provide a scholarship document, the visa officer is more inclined, almost 90% inclined, to give you issue you a visa than when you are just coming on your own, because he feels that if this school, if this institution thought it wise to give you study aid, to give you scholarship, either partial or full scholarship, then it means they see something important in you and that you could be of a great asset to the country. Remember, that is why they're also allowing you come in, right? So scholarship helps a lot. And who else to help you with scholarships than the scholarship kings and queens, Vantage Migration? This one is something we do lots of time and it has never failed us. You can secure scholarship for that program, either partial, full scholarship, or even stipends, maybe something like financial aid. When you hear financial aid, don't expect 50,000, could be 5K or 10K. But at least those ones will go a long way. Anything you need to do to leverage, we are there for you. You can also secure study loans. Yes. Then we'll teach you how to mix study loans with scholarships or with your money to ensure you study abroad, because you can now definitely use study loan for all your funds. Okay. These are the things you can learn at Vantage Migration. To get started and join us, all you need to do is log on to our website www.vantagemigration.ca. Okay, www.vantagemigration.ca. Register and attend our free webinar to get started. Once you attend the free webinar, you're on to doing it yourself already. If you also want to contact us, please send us an email at admission@vantagemigration.ca. We are not in a social media like an inbox. So when you send us an inbox, all you receive is an automated response, okay? Channeling you to the right direction. And the right direction is send us an email at admission@vantagemigration.ca. Okay, when you send us the email, get a response maximum time within 24 hours. Can someone write in the comment section our email address? Type it admissionadvantagemigration.ca. All right, so thank you all for watching. It was so good to have you in this session. See you next time. Bye bye.
Vantage migration. Anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, we are your number one educational consultants. We are your number one educational consultants.